The joke landed wrong the second it left her mouth. We were in the kitchen. Sunday afternoon light spilling across the floor. Our son building something crooked and determined out of plastic blocks. He looked up at us grinning, missing one tooth in the front. My heart did that familiar stupid swell it always did when I looked at him. My wife laughed and said casually, almost fondly, "God, he does that little head tilt just like Mark. My ex would be so proud of him." She meant it lightly. I know she did. But the room went dead quiet. I didn't say anything. I didn't even look at her. I just felt something inside me go cold and still, like a lake freezing over from the bottom up. She noticed my silence a few seconds later. "What?" she asked. "It was just a joke." I nodded once. Then I said the sentence that changed our marriage forever. "I want a DNA test." The look on her face wasn't anger. It wasn't outrage. It was fear. And that terrified me more than any denial ever could. We'd been together 7 years. Married 5. Our son was 4. Smart, loud, endlessly curious. The kind of kid who asked why until you ran out of answers and then asked again. I never once questioned that he was mine. Never counted months. Never studied features. Never needed proof. But that joke opened a door I didn't even know existed. And once it was open, every memory started rearranging itself. The signs were small, almost invisible back then. She'd been distant during her pregnancy, emotionally guarded, not physically, said she was scared, hormonal, exhausted. She didn't want me in the delivery room at first. Changed her mind last minute. Her ex Mark had shown up in conversation more than I was comfortable with early in our relationship. "We're still friends," she'd said. History doesn't just disappear. I trusted her. I trusted us. Now trust felt like something I misplaced and couldn't remember where I left it after I asked for the test. She didn't yell. She didn't storm out. She sat down slowly like her legs had given up. "Why would you even think that?" she whispered. I wanted to say because of the joke. Because of the way your voice softened when you said his name. Because of the way you froze when I asked. Instead, I said because I need to know. That's the thing about doubt. It doesn't care how much love you pour over it. Once it's there, it eats everything. The days waiting for the test were worse than the argument itself. She barely slept. I barely spoke. I watched my son constantly. How he smiled, how he frowned, the shape of his ears, the curve of his nose. Every trait felt like evidence I didn't know how to interpret. I hated myself for it. I hated that my love for him was now tangled up with fear. She accused me of breaking our family. I accused her of planting the seed. We were both right. We were both wrong. The deeper truth leaked out slowly. One night after our son was asleep, she finally told me about a break we'd taken early in our relationship. A 2-week stretch I'd remembered as space. Time to cool off. She'd gone back to Mark. Then just once, just briefly, she swore she hadn't known she was pregnant yet. "I never thought it was possible," she said, crying. "I chose you. I wanted it to be yours." That sentence hit me harder than a confession of cheating because it meant she hadn't been sure. And she let me believe for years that she was. The test results came back on a Tuesday. I opened the email alone, sitting in my car, hands shaking so badly, I had to read it twice. Probability of paternity, 0%. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I just sat there staring at the screen, feeling like the ground had quietly disappeared beneath me. When I told her, she collapsed. Apologies poured out of her in broken pieces. Regret, shame, fear. She kept saying she never meant for this to happen, that she loved me, that I was his father in every way that mattered. And maybe she was right. But something had broken that couldn't be glued back together with intention. The hardest part wasn't losing my marriage. It was figuring out what losing paternity meant. I love that boy. I still do. I taught him to ride a bike. I knew his nightmares. I knew the exact way he liked his pancakes. Biology didn't erase that. But trust doesn't survive secrets like this. I didn't walk out immediately. We tried therapy, long conversations, careful steps. She wanted forgiveness. I wanted honesty retroactively. And that's not something anyone can give eventually. I moved out, not because I stopped loving them, but because I couldn't keep living inside a lie someone else had decided for me. I still see my son. We're navigating that slowly, painfully, with lawyers and boundaries and more grace than I knew I had. He still calls me dad and I still answer. Here's what I've learned. And it cost me everything to learn it. Truth delayed is still betrayal. Love without honesty is manipulation, even if it comes wrapped in fear. And self-respect sometimes means walking away from people you love deeply. That joke wasn't harmless. It was a truth trying to surface. And when it did, silence was the loudest thing in the room. The joke started it all in that sunny kitchen. Our little boy stacked blocks high, his grin wide and toothless. My wife's words hung there like smoke. She mentioned Mark, her ex, with that soft tone. I froze. My world shifted. I demanded the test. Her fear showed everything. We had built a life over 7 years. Marriage for 5. Our son 4 and full of questions. I had trusted blindly before. Now memories twisted. Her pregnancy distance. Her last-minute delivery change. Mark's name too often early on. She said they were friends. I believed. After the test request, she sat heavy. Whispered why. I said I needed truth. Doubt grew like mold in dark corners. Waiting days dragged. Sleep gone for her. Words gone for me. I studied our son. His smiles, frowns, ears, nose. Love mixed with doubt hurt deep. She blamed me for family break. I blamed her seed. Both sides true. Both wrong. Late night confession came. Early break in us. 2 weeks apart. She went to Mark. Once. Brief. No pregnancy clue then. She cried. Chose me. Wanted him mine. That hurt most. She let me assume surety for years. Results hit Tuesday. In car alone. Hand shook. 0%. Ground vanished. Told her. She fell apart. Sorries flowed. Shame. Fear. Said I mattered as dad. Maybe. But break stayed. Hardest was paternity loss meaning. I loved him still. Bike rides. Nightmare comforts, pancake ways. Biology no erase. Trust died in secrets. Stayed short. Therapy tried. Talks long. Steps careful. She sought forgive. I sought past honest. Impossible. Moved out. Not love lost. Lie escape. See sun still. Slow. Painful. Lawyers. Boundaries. Grace found. He calls dad. I answer. Learned hard. Truth late betrays. Love sands honest manipulates. Self-respect walks from deep loves. Joke surfaced truth. Silence screamed loudest. From that kitchen moment everything changed. Light poured in. Sun built towers. Grin missing tooth. Heart swelled usual. Wife joked fond. Mark's head tilt, ex proud. Light meant. Room silenced. I stilled cold. Lake freeze bottom. She saw quiet. Asked what? Joke only. Nodded. Said DNA test. Her face fear not mad. Scared me deep. 7 years together. 5 married. Son 4. Smart curious loud. Why endless? Never doubted mine. No months count. No feature study. No proof need. Joke door opened unknown. Memories rearranged. Signs small past. Pregnancy distant. Guarded emotion. Hormonal tired, she said. Delivery know me first. Last change. Mark talk early too much. Friend still. History stays. Trusted. Now misplaced. Test asked. Trust gone spot. No yell. No storm. Sat slow legs weak. Why think? Joke voice soft name. Freeze ask. Said need know. Doubt cares not love poor. Eats all once there. Wait days worse argue. She no sleep. I no speak. Watched sun constant. Smile frown ear shape nose curve. Traits evidence unknown red. Hated self. Love tangled fear. She accuse break family. I accuse plant seed. Both right wrong. Truth slow leak. Night sun sleep. Told break early. 2 week space remember. Cool off. Back mark. Once brief. No pregnant. Never thought possible. Cried. Chose. Me. Wanted mine. Hit hard no cheat confess. Not sure she. Let believe years sure. Test Tuesday. Email alone car. Shake hands read twice. Zero paternity. No cry scream. Sat stare. Ground gone quiet. Told her collapse. Apologize break pieces. Regret shame fear. Never mean happen. Love me. Father every matter way. Maybe right. Break no glue intent. Hard not marriage lose. Paternity lose mean figure. Love boy still. Teach bike. No nightmares. No pancake exact. Biology no erase. Trust no survive secrets. No walk immediate. Therapy try. Conversation long. Step careful. Forgive want she. Honest retro I want. No one give. Move out eventual. Not love stop. Lie live no inside decide other. See sun still. Navigate slow painful. Lawyer boundary grace new had. Call dad still. Answer still. Learned cost everything. Truth delay betrayal still. Love no honest manipulation. Fear rap. Self-respect walk deep love people. Joke no harmless. Truth surface try. Silence loudest thing room when did.